tap out. Go off the top rope, so look out below. And the next thing you know, you'll be on.
I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. London just finished. Barcelona.
The whole of London just finished.
Yeah, it's all done now. London's over.
It's been a work in
London's done.
progress. Barcelona have finally built the Hagia Sophia.
It's final season. Final season of London.
Season finale.
Season finale of London. It's in my head. Yeah, you cut out a few times there. Did you do that on purpose?
Did I actually?
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't be.
You went too loud, I think.
Oh, God. What's up, guys? It's Mission
Hey.
Ember. I'm joined today by my good friend Tom. Say hi, Tom.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
I'm responding on half of the no viewers I have at the minute. Yeah, so we're starting something today. I'm not sure I think we've settled on the 2 Star Podcast?
Yes,
It is now.
it is now.
Yeah, we're going to discuss some stuff today. As you can see already, I've got the expansion set up here. We're going to talk about the Magnificent Collection, and maybe do a bit on the metagame, and some banned and limited cards and stuff like that. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Please don't start singing that song. Before we were recording, Thomas... every time we'd pause, Tom would start going, "Mana, mana." So I'm hoping and praying that he doesn't do that, because
No, I'll control myself. It's fine.
please try. Okay, so let's get started on the Magnificent Collection. We've got Forsaken Warrior, which is the Broly Magnificent Collection. It's coming out
that one.
this month, which is pretty good. It's $40, which would be about just shy of £40.
Yeah.
You get your silver foil Broly leader, structure deck, some promotional cards, and an extra set of random foil cards. The Broly art, first of all.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Wowee.
I know, yeah. Silver foil too. It's gonna be clean. Gonna be very nice.
Obviously, the leader's been quite relevant since it was released. Where was it released? Back in March?
Something
April?
like
It was
that. Yeah.
earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll look at the structure deck. The deck list is right there. Thank you for providing that. Ooh. It's all laid out nicely now, rather than being in like a text block format. So you've got FD Champer, Crusher Ball, Explosive Spirit, Height of Mastery, and Path to Greatness. Rip everybody who was trying to save up to build Victory Strike. Yeah, the deck list's really nice.
It is, yeah. You do get a lot of very relevant cards that are always going to be relevant, even if it's just not for this deck.
Like, if I was a new player and somebody said to me, "Oh, you can pick up a deck for $40, and if you can take it down to your like local game shop, and when they have a tournament, you could play it and you do all right." And I played this deck, I'd be quite happy.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's definitely worth the money, I'd say, for sure. Some of the cards in here can cost, well, they would do after this, obviously, but they cost a very pretty penny. So for $40 to get all of this as a fully functioning deck, I'd say definitely pick this up.
Absolutely. Yeah, whilst the deck is great, like the deck list is perfectly fine. It synergizes really nicely. You've got the swap mechanic in there, obviously. Successor, I hope to kind of accelerate that. They have put in some cards that are a little bit weak, in my opinion. Things like Dependable Dynasty, Son Goku, Adoptive Father, Son Gohan. Like, they're not top tier.
Like the classic swap stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's to go with the theme. But honestly, like, I mean, with all the sort of starter decks and stuff that they bring out, there's always a certain selection of cards that are there for you to replace with whatever you want to tech in yourself or what would just work better. So that's why I imagine like you said, the Dependable Dynasty and the Adoptive Father are in there for.
I mean, it is nice as well, because I suppose if you're playing the deck and you're against somebody who's maybe more experienced, at the end of the game they can go, "Oh, right, so if you were looking at improving this, you could take out these 9 cards." And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just giving them sort of tips and pointers.
Get conversations going, man.
Yeah, it's always anything good to get new players involved, you know.
Absolutely. If I was a new player and this was the only route I had into the game, I'd be over the moon.
To be fair, I did something similar. The first event I ever played in, I got 2 Miraculous Revival decks, mashed them together with what people said were good cards, took it to a tournament, and all throughout the day, people were telling me, "Oh, well, you can take this out and put this in, and take this out and put this in." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
And then you
And
realised.
here I am, like almost a year later, still playing.
Yeah, slugs. Is that really playing?
Slug.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oof, oof.
Okay.
Is it woman? Just me?
I'm sending for you already. Just
Yeah.
you're gonna have to get used to this. Yeah, exclusive alternative art for Brawly the Awakened Threat. We've discussed this. I did note that on one of the Facebook pages, somebody made a really, like, I thought it was a bit of a cringy comment. They stated that Broly and Gogeta never exchanged energy beams.
Oh right, yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
obviously this is art ripped exactly from the movie. It's just a deleted scene. I love all the. I remember seeing Set One Beerus leader and thinking, "Oh, I saw that in Battle of the Gods." All that high def artwork. I absolutely love this artwork.
no, it is beautiful. I don't care if it's.
If I could get this as like a separate like poster, I would put this up somewhere.
Yeah. There's a lot of cards I find that with for sure.
Right. Yeah, it's just an incredible Broly deck crafted by the game designers. You can tell it's been made to be competitive because the cards in it are above average, like on average. But 18 new promo cards.
Ah, the
This
real
is
spice.
The real spice.
Let's go.
Okay. We'll go from top to bottom just because it's the easiest order. We'll start with Son Goku preparing for battle.
Yep, let me pull it up.
It's a 2-cost with 1 specified red. Counter attack, negate the attack, then play this card. Choose 1 card in your hand and place it in your drop area as an auto. At the end of you or your opponent's turn, return this card to its owner's hand. Okay. It's Son Goku BR, so it synergizes with the Veiku stuff and the typical Vegito. Do you know what? Do I even watch Dragon Ball? Gogeta BR stuff. With it being a 10k, it does cost a little bit. I wouldn't like to pay 2 and then have to drop another card to negate the attack. Sorry, to return it back to your hands.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's passable.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing I've seen.
One thing it does synergize very well with is the new Draftbox Jiren card.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's 10,000 power.
Exactly, and I've seen a few people talking about building kind of traditional Gogeta BR, but then sticking a Jiren in it as an extra win con.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. For 1 mana, what you can get with that card is ridiculous.
Exactly, and if all else fails, you can just pop it down and wait a turn and then start swinging. Next card, Vegeta preparing for battle. Obviously, the counterpart to Son Goku. It's a 2-drop red again, 10k power, 1 specified red. Activate main, place this card from your hand in your drop area, choose up to 1 Veiku BR or Gogeta BR card in your drop area and add it to your hand.
Okay, that's nice. That's a nice bit of recycle for the for the Veikus and Gogetas as well.
You can use this to maybe get the Veiku ramp cards back and ramp harder.
Oh, very true, yeah.
So you can have, what, 4 Veikus anyway, and then another 4 Veikus by recycling for the Vegetas. That's 8, and then your ramping, is it 2 energy per Veiku? It's 2. It's 2. Yes. So that's 16 extra energy potentially. Not that you'd really want to go an extra 16 energy, but
get there.
But yeah, it's a solid card. It's nothing special. It's nothing awful.
It's a nice bit of support for Gogeta BR, which is fine because Gogeta BR is not exactly a problem deck.
No, it's a nice deck. These are a nice couple of cards that just support the deck.
Yeah.
Right. Whis Godly Fundamentals. Are 1-cost 5k. Activate main. If your leader card is a Beerus card and you send this card from your drop area to your warp, choose up to 1 card in your life, add it to your hand, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. I've never seen a red Beerus card before.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of got me wondering what is coming in set 8. Maybe some blue-red Beerus support. I don't know what to think of this card, honestly. But obviously we don't know everything yet, which is why.
Yeah, we've had that box leak, and somebody's managed to pull that there is a Beerus card in there as a villain.
There is, yeah. Like a top-end sort of Beerus card.
Yeah. I'm not sure how this is going to work, because obviously we don't have the rest of the cards, but this is quite a nice little insight into what Bandai are looking at doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean,
it's Self-Awakening, which is fine. It's
a
power.
little -5 neg. That's
Yeah,
not too bad.
that's also fine. Yeah. Again, just like the Goku cards, it's not great. It's not meta-defining. It's not awful. But again, we'll have to wait and see with this one. This could be pretty powerful. Pretty powerful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, we have to see what else is coming first.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Gogeta, a Hero's Advent. I really like the art on this card.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, again, it's exactly the same as the other BR stuff with the slightly different art style. I'm a massive fan of this art style. It's a 4-cost 20k blocker with 2 specified blue, and it says when you play this card, choose all of your opponent's battle cards with energy costs of 3 or less and place them at the bottom of their owner's decks in any order.
I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's a board wipe of such.
Yeah.
It doesn't get around barrier. I mean, if you're tapping for 4, I mean, at least with the current cards that are coming out, if you're tapping for 4, you might expect it to do a bit more.
Yeah.
Because you can get 20k blockers out for much cheaper. For example, off the top of my head, the Bojack multicolor, you can rival it for 1 yellow, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that's a 4-cost 20k blocker, but it costs 1.
Yeah, I think the problem with this is that there's no restand value.
Yeah. So it's like if you are gonna tap 4 for it, then you're gonna want to do it. If you've ramped up, if you've got more energy, which is a possibility. But
so tapping 4 isn't really as much of an issue in that deck, I suppose.
Not ideal.
But
if you
this
can't
is
restand.
This is quite niche. I don't see Gogeta BR decks running this card.
No, not
just
really.
because you can run the red stuff instead. That'll clear the board more effectively. Yeah. If I was gonna print this card, I would say, I'd have the normal auto text, and at the end, I'd say then choose up to 1 of your energy and switch it to active mode.
Yeah,
because then you're not so restricted. Yeah. They can't all be Gogeta Hero revived, can they? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say, don't you? Altered reality.
This card is hyper broken and Janemba needs to be better. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. If anybody's freaking out about this card in Janemba Mill, then
give your head a wobble.
Give your head a big old wobble, because no.
So
go on.
It's a 1-cost field for 1 specified blue. Permanent, all Janemba cards in your battle area gain barrier, and when you play it, you draw a card. So it's a cantrip.
Not a cantrip, yeah.
The point that people have been making is that this means that you can't target the Janemba cards in Guy Nemba or Mill Nemba with Kaioken Son Goku or Vegeta the Cruel. But no one's going to play this in Guy Nemba or Mill Nemba.
No.
Because, there's no space in the deck for a 1-cost field card that doesn't do anything when it's played. I've seen countless posts about people losing their minds over how busted Janemba is now and how they're going to quit because it's just mill everywhere. We've had
people saying that Bandai want to ban Janemba by making this card. I mean, come on.
Jesus, people are dumb. Yeah.
So what this card is really good for,
go on,
is Crit Nemba.
Nail on the head, buddy.
This card is fantastic for Crit Nemba.
Yeah. It's stronger in Crit Nemba because Crit Nemba wants to have a longer chain and it doesn't want it to be disrupted by popping the card off. Crit Nemba also really needs the draw, and they've got space for this. The Crit Nemba lists aren't set in stone, whereas things like Mill Nemba and Guy Nemba, not a lot of room. Yeah. People whining about this card don't understand the card at all. As obviously I'm quite an experienced Janemba player.
And you got a bit of a bias, bit of knowledge. Yeah,
but I looked at this card and immediately thought, there's no way I'm playing this card.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you think about the problems that Janemba will face, it'll be heavy aggro decks. This doesn't help. It'll be the mirror matchup. This does not help at all. I'm just gonna draw an extra card in a deck where every card counts. No, this isn't a problem at all. I actually really like this card because it's really nicely balanced.
Yeah,
I'm moving on because I'm just going to start whining about.
it's okay. We'll move on.
Broly, preparing for battle. 1 cost, green, 4k. Auto, when you play this card from your hand or drop area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 1 and KO it. Activate main yellow. If your leader card is a yellow Broly BR card and you return this card to its owner's hand, choose up to one Broly BR card with an original energy cost of 4 in your hand, negate that card's auto skill for the duration of the turn, then play it.
Okay. So, I mean, it's giving starter deck Broly other options.
Mm.
So you don't have to grab the 1-drop that takes 2 life every time.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
It also works with the yellow Broly BR stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Very true.
I think that's probably to speed. If your opponent doesn't tap out, if you're playing against a Janemba deck, for example, and your opponent hasn't tapped down, you can use this to bring out the Broly BR and start tapping things down.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's just a. Let's have a look. 1 Broly BR. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a specific color of Broly BR. So yeah, you can. It's if the chain gets disrupted as well, if I'm thinking correctly.
Yeah.
The starter Broly decks just get forced through the chain, and then they're like, "Well, I'm out of steam." This is kind of an option for them to come back, whilst also kind of promoting a green-yellow starter Broly deck.
Yeah. So the idea is that to counteract starter deck Broly, you force them all the way up to the 8-drop, get rid of the 8-drop, and then if it's turn 2, they can't afford to play the 1-drop again to start the chain. Whereas this is a nice way around that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to. You don't have to take life to start the chain again, and you can play only 4-drop Broly and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
I like this.
It's a pretty decent card. I've never really played Broly myself, but
I've noticed that a lot of the cards in this set aren't amazing, but they're just good.
yeah, they're good support for like sort of B tier decks.
Yeah.
From what we've seen so far, at least, obviously.
Which is kind of what you want with a meta that's this diverse. If you just add more diversity, it's going to get better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, Bandai. Well done.
Good job.
Right, Raditz Ruthless Adversary.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we did say these cards were kind of good. However,
this is
I am
possibly
so
the
hyped for
strongest
this.
card. Possibly the strongest card in this set. Looking at the rest, yeah, I think this is the strongest card in this set. Yeah.
I'd say it's between this and the Goten.
Yeah, we'll get onto the Goten in a minute, but
Yeah,
this card is. So before we started recording, we were discussing these cards, and Raditz came up. What we've kind of the reason this card is so strong is that this is the only 1-drop that you'll want to see turn 4 or turn 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was it. That's what we were saying.
If you on a normal day, if you draw a Borgos turn 4 as a blue deck, you're a bit out of luck because you haven't to tap an energy and cycle through it. If you draw this turn 4 and you've attacked 4 times with your leader, you drop this card down and you draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Like
Can't complain for that at all.
Exactly. It's also nice turn 1 because you can choose a card and you can self-awake with it.
Yeah, a bit of self-awaken, KOing some 1-drops, you know.
This is really strong for a deck that really needed the draw support.
Yeah, this was like the main problem I had with Raditz when I tried playing it before. It didn't have the sort of draw power it needed to keep up with most of the other decks. And now that we've got this, well, to be fair, when I first saw this, I went and bought all the Raditz cards. Pretty much. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm building this. I know I'm building this. This is gonna be fun.
Like, don't really play hand destruction, but I understand the concept. It's pretty self-explanatory. You want more cards in your hand than your opponent, and Raditz never really could do that because he didn't draw really strongly, whereas this fills that gap quite nicely.
I was gonna say, yeah, like with Raditz, you can go even when you know, if you draw a card, you have to drop a card.
Yeah.
On most cards, they say things like that.
Yeah.
You could never really plus, but now you can plus. And depending on when you draw this card and how much warping your opponent's doing or you're making them do, you can draw a lot of cards. A lot of cards.
Which is this can win you games based on hand advantage alone.
Definitely.
No, I think that this is definitely something to watch out for, and Raditz decks might get a lot stronger as a result of this card.
Hopefully. I bought the cards now, so.
It's a financial investment that you need to.
Hey, when they skyrocket, when that deck becomes ST,
Don't.
you know where I'll be.
Don't. Sitting on
gonna
your
say-
wad of
gonna say-
cash.
Gonna say it now. Raditz don't get hit by Tau, so
Very true.
yeah.
Very true.
Sideboard against me all you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Freezer Spiteful Strike. If your leader card is yellow, on a 1-cost, 1 yellow 4K, when you play this card from your hand, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 6 or less and negate its skills for the duration of the turn. It's a Bloodlust on a 4K body.
Yeah, I like that.
And
I
you
do
can
like that.
target it.
Like-
This is good.
Yeah, you can hit a lot of cards that cost 6 or less.
Yeah, you can get rid of a lot of your opponent's bigger threats. Or
Definitely.
I'm trying to think of an example. You can get rid of the Broly, starter Broly, for example. You can get rid of the auto. That means when it dies, you can play the 8-drop and then attack into
Yeah.
the 6-drop.
Man, get rid of it. Oh my god, that. Yeah, damn.
Strong,
Really good.
not
Yeah, I'd say so.
not broken. I'm trying to think where you'd put this in. You could put this in a control yellow Broly deck. You could put this in the Magnificent Collection deck.
Oh yeah, very true.
As like a 2 of.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
you
think
go.
I think that's bad. Yeah, well, there you go, guys. There's a free bit of advice for you.
You got a bit. You got
Freezer
some
Spiteful Strike.
crucibles in there already.
Slide that on in
I like
with
that.
his big yellow head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Paragus the Forebearer. 2-drop, 5k, with a 5k combo power, 1 specified yellow. Activate battle. If your leader card is a yellow Broly BR card and you place this card in its owner's drop area from your combo area, draw 1 card.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, I remember this one.
This
People were saying that this one was like a 5k pseudo super combo and
Yeah.
getting confused on how it works, but doesn't work like that based on the sequencing of how comboing works and stuff.
Yeah, so in a battle, if you're the attacker, you declare an attack, no negates, you get to your combo step, you then place cards from your battle area or your hand into your combo area, your opponent then does the same, and then the powers resolve, and then all of the cards are placed from the combo area to the drop area. This activate battle means that when you're comboing, you have to declare, I'm comboing with Paragus the Forebearer, I'm going to activate his battle, place him in the drop area, and draw a card. Because he's been placed into the drop area during the combo step, and not at the end, you don't get the 5k power. This is weird. This card.
Yeah, that is weird.
Broly doesn't need draw.
No,
I don't.
no, it definitely doesn't.
And
Yellow
not on a-
Broly doesn't.
not on a
and
two-
Green Broly doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's for yellow. It's for Yellow Broly only anyway.
But-
Sorry.
This is a 2-cost 5k. I don't understand why this has been put in. It's very
No, I
strange.
don't know.
I don't understand where Bandai have gone with this. Maybe there'll be more stuff brought out in the next set that supports Paragus. Broly, rather.
Maybe.
No, I don't understand this card. I don't understand
No,
why Bandai have done this. It's not a bad card. Don't get me wrong. I just don't
Yeah.
understand why it's been put in a deck that doesn't need the draw.
Yeah.
Strange. Okay.
I-
Super Saiyan Caulifla, the Hellion. 1-cost, 5k, specified yellow of 1.
that's a lot of tech.
If your leader card is a yellow Universe 6 card, and your opponent has 3 or more energy, when you play this card, choose up to 1 blue KL card with an energy cost of 4 in your drop area, negate its skills for the duration of the turn, and play it in rest mode. At the end of the turn, place the battle card played with this skill at the bottom of its owner's deck.
Okay.
So this is a tap 1, and then essentially play Kefla.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. It seems to be designed specifically for Kefla,
Mm.
just to get the. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean that's pretty good, right? Yellow Universe 6 leader is what you've got the Kefla leader. You've got the hit leader.
Yep.
So not the.
No,
Wait.
Cabra as well. Cabra's yellow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Caba's. Yeah, Caba's yellow. What am I
They're
on
all
about?
yellow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, ignore me. That's fine. So yeah, you could definitely play this. I reckon.
Yeah, this is. I like this because it pushes the Universe 6 archetype down a different thing as well. Because with the Kefla at the minute, you don't really play her.
No, yeah, you don't, do you?
Um,
Not from what I've seen, at least.
because the deck's so aggressive, it doesn't want to have the Aegis tap down.
Yeah.
Because there's no real reason to do it. Whereas this is like a nice. I'm going to play this turn 3, then awaken, pop Kefla down and be sat on like a nice amount of energy with a nice board.
Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty much.
I'll be interested to see how this works.
How so?
I mean, you look at the things like the hit build, and the hit build wants to be controlly, but it's missing bits. Like it wants to have a Kefla out, and it wants to use the 5-drop hits to flip your leader over and play cards from hand.
Oh, right, yeah.
To kind of keep the board, whereas at the minute it can't really afford to do both of those things. It can't play Kefla and play the 5-drop hit.
Well, now it can.
Well, now it can. Yeah, turn 3 now it can.
Yeah,
I quite like this. It's very similar to the cards we talked about earlier, where they're not broken, they're just good.
Yeah, it's just kind of support for the
if you
say for the B tier decks.
If you had calling you 6 beta.
Well, not you specifically, but you know.
I know what you're getting at. Like things like the hit and the Kefla deck.
Yeah,
If you drew this turn 4 and you had a Kaelin drop and a Kefla in hand, that's good. That's all right.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
It's not. You don't play it and you instantly win the game, but if you play it, you've probably survived.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
with that.
that's fine. Well, again, well done.
That's
well done,
fine.
Bruno.
Yeah,
That's number one. Demigra Demonic Overlord. I've looked at this card quite a few times, and yeah, this is a good card. 3-drop 20k. Activate main. Burst 2 for 2 energy. If your leader card is a Demigra or Toa card, and you place this card from your hand in the drop area, choose 1 or 2 cards in your life and add them to your hand. Then choose up to 1 gravy and 1 Poutine from your deck and or warp and play them. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it. I've done the maths, and if you play the 15k 2-drop gravy and the 1-drop blocker Poutine and your leader is Demigra, you can put this and 3 and 2 in, and that's 6 cards in your drop.
That is 6 cards, yeah.
That's nice.
That is
nice number. Yeah, there's something about this face on this picture that I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's like it looks like a face that I pull when I do something and I can't think of what the thing is.
I mean, sure.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is? It's every villain in Yu-Gi-Oh when Yugi activates their trap card. Unlimited power.
Yeah, actually is.
And then they just activate like I don't know, negate attack.
And you're like, oh damn. Wrong card game.
Bad Dragon Ball. Yeah, there's also the 2-drop Poutine that you can choose.
Yeah.
Which lets you add a 4-drop Demigra to your hand, which starts the Demigra chain off really nicely.
Oh yeah, true.
Or the 3-drop Dark Overrealm Gravy, which is a 20k beta.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. And it's Self-Awakening.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
It's
Damn.
quite
I missed
fast.
that.
It's quite fast Self-Awakening as well.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? I didn't even include the Burst 2.
No, you did. You
See,
mentioned the burst. Wait, did you not?
didn't. So you can,
Oh no,
you can
you're
get to 8.
right. I'm mad.
You can get to 8 in drop.
How much does the leader burst?
No, because it's Burst 2 from the effects,
Yeah.
Demigra card itself, 2 from the Poutine, and 3
Yeah.
from the Gravy.
3 from the gravy.
Yeah, the 2-drop Gravy bursts 3, doesn't it?
That's 2.
Is it Burst 2?
Well, it's
Well, shit me.
choose up to 2 cards in your warp and place them in your drop.
I tried, guys. Okay, that's
Close,
got 7.
close enough.
7.
Yeah, 7.
I mean, 7's the magic number with overall.
I was literally just about to say 7's a magic number.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I don't mind this.
No, that's pretty good.
Toa doesn't need this, but Demigra definitely does.
No, yeah, I think the toe is just more for people who want to try, spice it up a little bit.
Power to you. Don't
If
play.
you don't want to
play.
play the.
Don't play meta
the-
decks, guys. Cook up the spice. Take it to your locals.
Yeah, cook up the spice. Play the Toa gravy poutine.
Play
That's
play the gravy soup.
the gravy soup.
Yeah, again,
Oh.
I also wouldn't mind. Well, not that I'd like to, but if it came down to it, I wouldn't mind paying 3 for a 20k.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's still pretty decent value.
I think in the Demigod decks as well, it's always nice to have an extra Demigod to search out.
Yeah, like can't complain with stuff that is searchable.
Exactly. I've always wanted Demigod to be top tier, but the the 7-drop and the 7-drop's just not great.
The temporal one.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just not great, and it should be great because that's the game. That's what you want to win the game with.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, like, are we forgetting the 10-drop Demigra?
Oh, I'm not talking about the 10-drop. The 10-drop's insane.
Yeah, exactly.
But the
yeah.
7-drop, you're not going to get to turn 6. That's my point. Is it turn
Oh,
5?
right.
Turn 5.
Turn 5.
Turn
yeah,
5.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
the
I don't
deck's
know. In this
not,
meta, you could.
the deck's not strong enough to get to turn 5. Think about Pan matchups. Think about Janemba matchups when it bursts itself. You've got Gogeta BR. You've got Raditz where it's going to get its hand stripped. It's just not at the minute. It needs more. Like, this is a good first step, but it needs a bit more.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see.
Well, we'll see.
Right, Sun Goten, your favorite card. I'm going
This guy.
to attempt to read this. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do the stats first, and then I'll get to the text. So it's a 2-drop
Sure.
multi red green, 1 cost, 10k combo power, and 15k attack power. Energy exhaust. If your leader card is a Broly card, when you combo with this card, choose up to 1 red extra card with field and an energy cost of 2 from your deck, place it in your drop area, then shuffle your deck. If you place the card in your drop area, choose up to 1 of your energy, switch to active mode, and if you have 5 less cards in your hand, draw 1 card. Thanks.
Nice. Beautiful.
I'm out of breath now.
Yeah. Wow. This card. My God. When I first read it, it was before I'd actually looked at what the new set 7 Red Broly does.
Same.
Now that I have looked at the Red Broly, I was like, oh,
This is
wow,
super strong.
my God.
Turn 2 Broly or turn 1 Broly?
Turn 1 Broly, honestly.
Yeah.
If you get yeah, because it's combo with this card right here. So you combo with this card with the 1 energy that you've got up.
Yep.
Put the Dormant Legend in the drop, which is what Broly needs.
Mhm.
The Arrival Broly, what's the name of it? Let's have a look.
It's not counter reversal, is it?
No, it's Rapid Barrage.
Rapid
You can get
Barrage,
Rapid Barrage.
So you'd
So-
have the Dormant Legend in your drop, then you
Yeah,
choose
so
an
you
energy
combo
switch
in.
to active mode.
Yep, put that energy back. Hopefully that's a red energy. If it's not, you've done something wrong. And then you swing, assuming on the turn, and
Yeah.
then you combo red green.
Well, the thing is, you can use this as the combo red green.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, this is the yeah, sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
So you've
yeah,
stood the
yeah.
energy back up, and then you tap the red to play the Rapid Barrage, yeah?
Mhm. And then
And
you
then
tap
because-
that energy back.
Yeah,
Yep.
because you've got 4 cards in hand, you draw a card.
That is it. Yep, that's the one.
I like that.
So, wow, that's a lot of stuff.
It's free real
4k,
estate.
20 costs. What else is it? When you play this card, you can neg 10. That shouldn't matter too much.
I suppose it's
But
good
then, yeah, that's it.
against-
When your opponent combos,
Yeah.
you may choose 1 card in your hand, place it in the drop. If you do, you can drop one of your opponent's combo cards,
Mhm. That's
and then it gets skill for the duration of the turn.
really good.
That on turn 1.
That's
Woo,
yeah.
woo.
They can't deal
My
with that. Decks can't deal with turn 120ks. Cough, cough.
No,
Janemba.
that's rough. So yeah, there's a lot of potential for this card, and if
Mhm.
not, it's just good to have Dormant
It's a-
Legend in the drop for when it does matter.
Yeah, it's a nice multi, which red green doesn't really have a lot of. It's got a really strong effect on turn. You can play this at any point and get the arrival effect off, which is pretty nuts. If you draw this turn 2, you're not going to think, "Holy crap, I've messed up." You're going to think, "Oh yeah, cool, I can just play Broly turn 2 now."
Yeah, but
Or you draw-
what is it? It's the 6 drop on turn 2, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
This is really going to push Broly, which I think is probably what Bandai wanted. This is a nicely designed card as well.
Yeah.
This is one of
Again,
the,
yeah, like it's helping the B tier deck.
Yeah.
Just the
absolutely. I don't feel bad playing against Broly.
No.
I do feel bad when I mill my opponent's deck. Hey! No, I really like Sun Goten. Right. Meticulous scheming.
Ooh,
The
yeah,
extra
smoke.
card that should have been a battle card. Right, before we
Definitely.
start, can you look at Goku Black and tell me it doesn't look like his eyes are pointing in opposite directions?
Oh come on! You mean because of his hair?
Yeah.
Oh
Every
my
time I
God,
see
I've
this
not
image
seen
of him,
that.
I just feel like he's just having a moment.
I had not seen that until you pointed it out.
I'm
Oh
really
my God.
sorry.
It's even worse if I just put my mouse over where his eye actually is. Oh my God.
What have I
That's
done?
fantastic.
Also, Zamasu's only got one eye, one pupil.
Oh, he does. Yeah. Where it's? I guess it's.
They're
in
just
the
having a
corner.
really bad time.
Yeah. Okay. So this card's off to a bad start.
Yeah, it's also off to a bad start because it should have been a battle card.
Yeah.
If this was a battle card, it would single-handedly push Zamasu into S tier.
You reckon?
Well, yeah, if you go really wide and then drop a meticulous scheming Goku Black, and then start swinging, every time they don't negate, you just choose. Oh,
Oh, that
no, it's
was
your
it. Yeah,
opponent's
'cause
turn.
yeah. That
Oh.
would that would be insane.
Okay, so let me actually read the card because that might
I
help.
was go for it.
If your leader card is a Zamasu card and it's your opponent's turn, choose one. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less. Place it in your opponent's energy and rest mode. Then if you placed an opponent's card in their energy, at the end of the turn your opponent chooses one of their energy and places it in its owner's drop area. Or, draw one card and then choose one card in your opponent's hand. Place it in their energy and rest mode. Then if you placed an opponent's card in their energy, at the end of the turn your opponent chooses one of their energy and places it in the drop area. So, this card is hot garbage.
Yeah.
You need to be able to ramp during your turn to get the effect off.
Yeah, that
the
was
leader
it. Yeah,
effect off.
we were discussing that one with the map and
yeah.
getting the energy up.
So being able to ramp them during their turn and then put cards in their drop, they get to choose what cards go in their drop. So they could put the Kaioken in the drop and then World Peace it back out if they're
All right.
greedy Vegeta. This is awful card. This is a card that you charge turn 1 and go, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, true.
Like, no way in hell is this card competitive. If I'm wrong, I'm going to look like a right tit. But I don't think this is a good card at all.
No. Hypothetical. It's not good.
No. Super Baby 2, the Malicious Tyrant. 4 cost, 20k. Energy Exhaust. When you play this card from your hand, if your leader card is a baby card, choose all baby and brainwashed cards in your battle area and leader area. And they get 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards and negate its non-keyword skills for the duration of the turn. If your leader card is a baby card and you choose 2 cards in your hand and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order, when you combo with this card, draw 2 cards.
I love the second auto.
Mm.
I love the fact that you can put the same strength babies back in your deck.
Yeah, that's.
I have played Vegeta Baby. That is the worst experience when you draw them all or you mill them and you're like, well, my game's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till turn 6.
I'm gonna have to wait till turn 5, turn 6. Great, good. Can't wait.
Brainwashed.
Yes, I am very interested to see what Brainwashed because it's the I want to say starter deck.
The Android 21 will be at the starter deck, yeah.
Is Android 21 the starter deck? Because I know
think
there's an
so.
expert deck as well.
Maybe she's the whichever one it is. I think
whichever deck is the baby deck. I am very interested to see what's in there.
Yeah, I think there'll be brainwashed Trunks cards and brainwashed Gohan cards.
Yeah.
And brainwashed Vegeta cards, maybe a top end. But the fact that it's blue yellow. That's blue yellow, guys. Look at this color here, blue. Red yellow. There could be a new yellow baby card coming out.
It could be.
I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. And,
there you go.
What else is about this card? Brainwashed. What is the double brackets again? Is that a trait or a character?
So the single brackets are characters, and the double brackets are the special traits.
That's the one, yeah.
So, baby being in single brackets means that you're looking for the character trait in your leader, and then the double brackets means that you're looking for the special traits. I would have put double strike on this.
Yeah, I mean, given that it +5s to your whole board.
Yeah, and itself.
I feel like I feel like that could have been too much, and the fact that it negates a non-keyword skill.
Oh yeah,
so,
it's very it'll shut your opponent down.
Yeah, pretty harshly, to be honest. So the main non-keyword skills I'm thinking of are like the Janemba auto, the free negate basically.
Yeah, the no mill.
Yeah,
that's pretty minging.
And yeah, so if I had double strike, that might have been too much, but
I mean, it also has a massive box of text to begin with anyway, so you're probably right. But yeah, I'm. This is another thing I'm excited about is the red yellow stuff. Red yellow and blue green. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, the
Android 21. Blue green. Energy untapping and hand destruction.
Filth. I need more blue green because I need to be able to justify my Senzu beans, my slug deck. I've taken them out. I've gone down the red route. I've given up. Yeah, I've gone down the red. That's what got me pretty high up at the last tournament we were at.
Oh, nice. What, just removing bean?
I took out Bean and put in some Broly Demonic Origins and some Piccolo Budding Friendships.
Oh, okay. Fair play.
That did pretty well. Just a nice side option.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Safe to say, I was pretty upset to take the Beans out.
Yeah.
But yeah, blue green.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Want to splash it.
Yeah. I'm equally as excited about red yellow. I think the aggression of red. In fact, red's more of a. Red's turned into control now, so it's. I like that they put them together in the sense that you can now use all of the yellow control tools with the red control tools, and all of the red aggro tools with the yellow aggro tools, which would be pretty interesting. But again, this is all dependent on what we see in set 8. So
yeah, something could definitely throw all this out of whack.
Yeah, we could open set 8 and go, well, none of that was relevant, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
SS Gogeta, All Out Assault, 6 drop, 2 red and 2 blue, barrier, energy exhaust, activate main, 1 red, 1 blue, 3 unspecified. If your leader card is a blue Gogeta BR card and you have at least 1 red Son Goku BR and 1 red Vegeta BR in your drop area, choose all red Son Goku BR and Vegeta BR cards in your drop area and shuffle them into your deck. Play this card from your hand. At the end of your turn, place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck in your energy, then negate the skill for the duration of the game. What a card.
What a damn card.
So first off, God. Barrier.
Barrier. Oh, barrier, yes.
You're not popping that off. So I've had it pointed out to me that this card doesn't just shuffle 1 red Goku BR and 1 red Vegeta BR card. It shuffles all of them back in.
All of them, yeah.
In a deck that runs a lot of red Goku and Vegetas, weirdly enough, you can maybe be shuffling 8 cards back in with this card turn 3.
Yeah, if you're doing the Vekus and such.
Yeah, so you're setting Janemba back 4 turns.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That's a long game for Janemba to survive, particularly when you're trying to race up to, is it 16 energy or 15 energy?
I think, we looked at this the other day. I think it was, I can't remember. I think it's 16. Let's have a look. Here it is. 15
energy. Well, yeah, so you're racing to 15 energy at a rate of knots because you're charging upwards of 3 cards a turn. And you've just set your opponent back 4 turns.
Pretty damn good.
That's minging.
I am excited that this is a target, obviously, for the 10-drop blue Gogeta.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the first target we've had for the 10-drop blue top end of that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, people were kicking off about that. I was like, why would you print a card if you can't even use it?
Yeah. No, I love this card. Could be meta defining. Again, Gogeta BR is not a top tier deck.
Well, yeah, exactly.
This isn't going to push it over the edge, but it is going to make it a lot stronger.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Combination attack. Ah, yes. The old picture of them with little hash marks on their arms. Their big, muscular arms. Also, why has Goku not got his hands together? What are they doing here?
Ooh.
What is this meant to be? Come on, boys. Get your act together. Goku, your Kamehameha is just not on form. It's a Kamehameha. And Vegeta looks like he's put too much stuff in a cartoon in the washing machine and he's trying to stop it from exploding.
Ew, you putting them on blast. Okay.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Love the card art. I think the card art's great. I just question their hand positioning. So it's an energy exhaust for 2. Activate battle, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less, return it to its owner's hand, then choose up to 1 of your red or blue energy and switch it to active mode. I like this. It's okay.
That's pretty good, yeah.
It's stall and removal in a deck that needs a bit of stall and removal.
I was going to say, there's not too much in Gogeta BR. There's a couple -10s and 5,000s, but...
Yeah. So you've got, is that all you've got? You've also got the Transcendent Strike that just KOs a card with 20k power or less.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, if you're in that.
You know, this is fine. I wouldn't feel bad if somebody played this against me.
No.
Right.
Pretty decent.
Let's move on. SS Broly All Out Assault. Yes, a pupilless boy. Got no complaints about Broly's hand positioning in this card. I think it looks great.
Good.
Although his fingers are really weirdly proportioned. I need to stop. 6 drop, 2 green, 2 red. Red.
Nope.
I just can't look at... Do you want to take this one? Because I can't...
6 drop, 2 green, 2 yellow, 1 cost 10k, combo power, arrival green yellow, energy exhaust, of course. When you play this card, or when this card is switched to active mode by a skill during your turn, choose 1. choose one battle card with an energy cost greater than or equal to your opponent's current energy and KO it. So a built-in Father Son Kamehameha. Or you draw one card and then rest an opponent's card. Like, this is a nice card. This is such a good card.
This is so. I'm immediately looking at triple attack from starter deck Shenron.
Yeah.
Zarbon would restand this.
There are a lot of ways.
The 2-drop Gohan restands this.
Yep, that's the one.
Has to be during your turn, which is a bit unfortunate. But
Yeah, I mean, well, even like we were saying, yellow Broly leader as well.
yeah, absolutely. This is very much designed with the yellow Broly leader in mind.
Definitely just put this in the
Do you know where you could put this? Do you know where you could put this?
in the Magnificent Collection.
The Magnificent Collection. It's only $40. Available on all good retailers. 25th of October 2019.
Sponsor.
Hashtag not sponsored. I wish. Yeah. Again, it's good. It's really strong. It's not. You want to swing with this. You want to swing with a 25k beat stick, which is nice because you get rewarded by restanding it. Also worth noting is it's not battle cards that you switch to S mode necessarily. It's just cards.
Yes, true, very true.
Leader card lockdown.
Energy knockdown.
Yep. I can see this running in a U6 Broly BR build.
Oh yeah.
As like an acceleration of the tap down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It is a very good card.
Not as good as Raditz. Not as crap as Altered Reality. That's not okay. Wailing Spirit. I really like this card. If not for the fact that it just reminds me of the charging my laser meme from way back when.
2005. Good old days.
Multicolor, green, yellow.
There you go.
2, thank you. Energy Exhaust. Activate main. Choose up to one Broly BR card with an original energy cost of 4 from your deck. Negate its auto skill for the duration of the turn. Play it, then shuffle your deck.
I mean, again, it's ways to help start a Broly with its chain, like the 1-drop previously.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Go on.
The starter Broly deck was, when it first came out, everyone was like, "Wow, this deck's insane!" And to be fair, I was one of those people because I absolutely hate playing against it. But I mean, look at it now. People figure out how to beat it, and then where is it now? I haven't played against one in so long. So yeah, cards like this are very nice to help it get back to its, or at least get some power behind it.
It stops it being so like glass cannon. It gives a little bit of support to the chain in the sense that you can recycle it again. Plus, this pulls it from your deck, which is nice.
Oh, it does, yeah. True.
Whereas I think the Broly Preparing for Battle, so Broly Preparing for Battle pulls it from your hand.
Yeah.
Whereas Wailing Spirit pulls it from your deck. So if you're searching for the 4-drop and you just can't find it, and then you basically doubled with this card if you run 4, doubled the number of chances that you can find it, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Again, there's 18 cards. You get 2 copies of each, non-foil, which makes for 36 because my maths is fantastic and I can read. You also get a pack of 5 random foiling cards, so you might get a foil Raditz, foil Combination Attack, a foil Demigrat, a foil Altered Reality, and a foil Sun Goten.
Yeah, that'd be very, very, very nice. But I doubt it's gonna happen.
So that's on top of your 36 cards. You'll actually end up with 41 new cards.
Yeah.
And then you can use the Broly Structure deck out the box, or you can use the 92 included cards to build a Magnificent deck, which is really cool. Equally, there is a Gogeta variant with a very different deck list. Let's want to talk about the leader art again on the silver foil Gogeta leader.
Yeah, again, looks really nice. Silver foil again with the same sort of pattern.
Yeah.
Despite whether they had an energy beam in the movie or not. But yeah, no.
The leader's okay. It's not great. It's good. It's not Z tier. It's not.
It's not seen as much play as the Broly.
But it's fine. Like the leader's okay. You draw a lot with it.
Do things.
The deck list is here, and it is Objection, Senzu Bean, really, really strong cards. A few Shrouded in Mystery, which is just the best card in the game. Gogeta Hero Revived, 2 of, which is crazy to put in.
Yeah.
4 Vakus, the ramping Vaku. It seems like this is trying to get you to ramp up to maybe 7 to then use the few with the
I guess that's
vacuums and stuff.
Yeah, kind of the condition for the deck. I mean, obviously you've got the. Oh, actually, no. Can you use the Gogeta?
Yeah, you've got the SS3 Goku and the Deadly Defender.
You do. I missed the Vegeta. Good
It's
call.
alright. Yeah, I did look because I've noticed that there's a lot of red in there, and the Gogeta BR stuff doesn't work with standard Gogeta because BR is different to standard. Yeah, you also get. I've just noticed you get 4 Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Gokus.
Yes, you do. Very good.
I really want this card to. I really want Unbreakable to have a foil reprint.
Yeah, of course you want to
Just putting it out there. Bandai.
put it out there. You just want a full foil.
Bandai, please. Yes.
Full foil your Janemba deck.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Yeah, that's not in my my new build.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's been cut. Yeah, the deck's good. Again, you could take if I'd like to see a situation where you have an opening round match and there's 2 players. One is playing the Magnificent Collection Gogeta. One is playing the Magnificent Collection Broly, and they've never played before.
That would be. I'd screw the top table. I'd be straight at this table watching him play.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome. Like
That would be good.
just for the. I remember when I was new and I was trying to figure out how the game works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, you can't charge 2 energy in a turn. Yes, Kami doesn't affect tokens. No, you can't play Tower without paying its energy cost. Yeah, so with the Magnificent Collection Gogeta deck, you get the same deal. You get the starter deck. You get the same promo cards, the same extra pack with 5 random foilings in, so 41 in total. And then you can use all 92 cards to build a deck. Looking at the Gogeta builds, you could probably spoon in combination attack, maybe. SS Gogeta All Out Assault.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
They all sound like decent additions.
Yeah. Again, because it's got a lot of staples in things like Senzu being an objection and Whis' coercion. The deck's quite strong to begin with, so I wouldn't imagine this is something that would do too badly in the right hands, especially if you're already quite good at card games.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the meta game. I've pulled up the DBS deck's meta breakdown. Yeah, it's exactly the same as it was the past few weeks. Tower Control, U6 Cabba, Gainemba, Reanimator Purunga, Milnemba, U6 Broly, Gogeta Shenron, and Black Blue Vanilla Goku.
Sounds about right to me.
The only thing that's really changed here in the past few weeks is Trinemba and Purunga, which have kind of joined in.
Yeah, definitely.
Gainemba is by far the best deck in the meta at the... I'm joking.
Hey. That set him off. Don't
Disconnects and doesn't come back.
Yeah.
What was the big event at... Not this weekend, the weekend before, there was a big event? Just to really date the podcast.
Was it Rockford or was it?
It was either Rockford or
the one before that. The one where Trinemba did well.
Yeah.
That was the Florida.
It was the Orlando
National
event.
Regionals.
Yes. So the only reason I think that Trinemba did so well there was because the guy read the room. He's obviously gone in with a lot of different decks, kind of had a look around and gone, all right, well, there's lots of people playing Tower, and just decided I'm gonna screw them all over and I'm gonna play this new Trinemba build.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. We're not going to be ruled by our purple demon horned overlords.
No.
Lots of people are whinging and complaining about Janemba, and it's just not broken.
No, it was just like you say, it was just a very good read on the room. So a very good matchup.
It's not broken.
It's not.
It's going to come down to a point where every player that goes in is going to have to try and make a guess as to what the room's going to be and build 2 decks or 3 decks and play the deck that they think is going to win them the tournament.
Yeah.
Because there are lots of decks that counter lots of other decks and have really bad matchups. For example, Pan does well against Tower. Tower does bad against Janemba. And Janemba just beats everybody. No, Janemba loses against Purunga Reanimator, and Purunga Reanimator loses against Pan, and then you go round and round and round in a big meta circle.
You do.
Long gone are the days where U6 Broly reigns supreme.
Yeah, U6
Not
Broly.
U6 Broly. Not U6 Broly. Broly Storm, I meant.
Oh right, okay, yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day. Yeah, the meta's super healthy at the minute. If you're new to the game and you're looking to get in, this is the time to join. Most cards are
Yeah.
really cheap. If they're not cheap, they're not too expensive. I think, excluding things like Victory Strike and Time Regulators and a lot of there's like brand new cards that have come out, but the only reason that they're so expensive is because they're brand new.
Yeah,
Um,
and then it's just limitation.
You're looking at maybe what, like £50 to build a decent competitive deck.
Yeah, I mean you could get away with 50, if not less.
Yeah,
depending on what you play.
All you have to do is go online, see what decks people are playing, and look at the prices of them, and you'll get a feel for how much things cost.
Yeah. In terms of card games, this is definitely the cheapest game I've ever seen.
It's so
For sure.
friendly to the secondary market. It's insane.
Without a doubt.
Right. Deck of the week. What are we going to go for? Or what are you going to go
I mean, it's got to be the Purunga, right? Like, that deck is disgustingly good.
for? Is this Anthony Hernandez?
You know, Hernandez's one.
It's not there. Oh, it's been
Was it
moved.
Hernandez? No, did he run the Purunga or was he Shenron?
Was he Shenron?
Might have been Shenron. I can't remember. Either
Was it
way,
Vegeta Shenron? Right, let me have a look.
a deck where you can play 2 to 3 game enders on the same turn. On turn what? 4, 5? Is it?
Sorry,
That's wrong.
I just saw a deck.
That's just wrong.
I saw a deck on DBS text that was just called Yeet. So I'm looking at this
The
deck
real
here. We've got this is a random deck I've pulled.
Yeah.
It's the Purunga. It's the first. In fact, it's not a random deck at all. I'm lying to you. It is, if I can go back, the Rockford LCQ first place Lee Sheehan Purunga ramp deck.
Oh yeah, of
Your
course.
top end is Kaioken, Gogeta. You've got one Beerus, General of
Yep.
Demolition. The Goku and Oob. You've got SS2 Trunks Memories of the Past. Not sure why that's in there.
That the memories of the past. I've seen a good few deck profiles that have used that card. It's really good, to be fair. It is, let me pull it up to make sure that I'm remembering it right. If I'm remembering it right, it does ramp you some energy as well as doing some other shenanigans.
Oh, so you kind of use Objection and Whis to ramp early and then drop that down kind of turn 4 to get you that extra bit of energy.
Yeah, I think it's.
Okay.
Is it double strike as well? I
Yeah, it's
believe?
30k double strike, but you can only play one in the battlefield at a time.
Yeah. No,
So-
it was somebody's call to do it, to put it in just before the event, and then it really worked. So now you'll see most of them running.
Yeah. This build runs 5 normal Dragon Balls, 1 1-star ball, and 2 Super Dragon Balls.
See them, yep.
Yeah, the deck doesn't really have many things it struggles with. If it can't find the ramp cards or it ramps the wrong cards, it's pretty hard to come back from that. But Dragon Ball decks draw so much anyway, you're going to see the cards you want. You're going to see one of Gogeta, Kaioken, Beerus, Oob. Like, you'll be fine. Yeah, I happy to make this deck of the week. I think it's fantastic.
I'd agree. It hurts me.
It's basically, as you've said, gone, I like Wincons. Let's stick them all in the same deck.
And play them all on the same turn.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I've noticed as well there's a really nice synergy between Kaioken Son Goku and Beerus General of Demolition. I've also noticed that they're also put in the same pose and in reverse, which is quite cool.
They are.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, if you get rid of your opponent's entire hand with Kaioken Son Goku and then attack with Beerus, they lose all their energy and all their battle cards.
Yeah, that's awful.
And
Like-
they're also facing down a potential 100k triple strike dual attacker, which is gross. Yeah, I'm very happy to make that deck of the week. Yeah, that's okay. So we've talked about deck of the week. Let's move on to banned and limited cards.
Mm-hmm.
Current ban list: Bad Ring, Shigesh, minus Killy, Bardock the Progenitor, Child's Wish, Heightened Evolution SS3, Scrambling Assaults on Goten, and the legendary Flute. Opinions? Anything you want to add? Anything you want to take off?
I think most of that is justified. I don't have any problems with any of these cards being banned, given what they've all done in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a place for them all.
Yeah.
Particularly in the current meta, Bad Ring and minus Killy would just destroy the meta.
I can see why they printed why they banned them before printing all these counter players. Like,
Definitely. But the meta is so much better for it.
it is. I at first I was very not a fan of all the counter players that were coming out. I'm like, oh great, I'm just not going to get to play anything or do anything. But some of the games I've had over the past month or so have been way more fun than any of the others.
It's better that you have to think about things now.
Yeah.
Considering they've put the Bad Ring Laser effect on a cooler card that costs 3, and 3 yellow as well, that just shows you how much they got Bad Ring wrong. Yeah,
literally. Bad Ring for 1 is insane.
Yeah, it's a set 1 card that just needed to go.
Clear.
The only card that I'd argue maybe shouldn't be on there at the minute is Shigesh.
I thought it might have been Shigesh.
Is it because we talked about it before? I understand why they banned it, and I do agree with them to an extent, but it's just if you take out which one is it? The Goku, the Kid Coup, Shigesh Kid, the Shigesh Kid Coup combo is what's making this card broken. But I liked Shigeshing out a Kaba. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the main problem with it is that it's gonna be what is it? A 3-drop Saiyan, is it?
Yeah, 3-drop yellow. Just any 3-drop Saiyan or less.
Yeah, like a 3-drop Saiyan. That's such a wide range of cards that it hits almost everything. Well, not almost everything, obviously, but it hits a lot of stuff. Which there was another card similar that is it on the ban list? I can't remember. It might spring my memory. Yeah, like Child's Wish, for example, 3-drop 15k. That hits a lot of good stuff.
I suppose it is. It is just a bit too generic, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
They don't want cards that you have to include that you would auto include in a specific archetype, I guess.
Yeah, and it hurts the design as well because obviously when they're going forward, they're like, okay, well let's just design this new Saiyan set. Do we have any Saiyans with 3 cost or less? Because that could be an issue because Shigesh can get them out for free, and it's same as Child's Wish. It does become a problem after designing so many.
That's what I'm saying. I do agree with it being on the ban list. I'd just like a world where they didn't have to ban it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So the limited list, this is a bit more controversial. Bloodlust, Unyielding Spirit, and Growing Evil Lifeform Cell. Now, if you're on the bandwagon that think that Unyielding Spirit Trunks should be unbanned...
Or unlimited, I guess.
Unlimited, yeah, you're absolutely right. Then you're an absolute moron who doesn't understand how broken this card was at 4.
I've not seen anybody say that, and I don't want to see anybody say that because that is ridiculous.
Every time somebody brings up unbanning Cell, which is a very legitimate claim,
that's fine. Unban Cell.
People always respond with, "Well, if you're going to unban Cell, unlimit Cell, you might as well unlimit Trunks." No. So what the problem with Trunks was that if you have in an ideal scenario, if you have 4 Trunks in your hand and you've completely tapped out because you played a big boy, you attack and then get 20k combo power and then stand 4 energy.
Yeah, that's insane.
With the only requirement being that your leader is blue. You don't even have to stand a blue energy.
No, yeah, it could be anything. That's ridiculous.
So Trunks is fine on the limited list. Bloodlust is absolutely on the limited list until it dies a death.
Yeah. Well, you got your new yellow promo Freezer. It gets a 6 cost effects or less.
Yeah, that's nice, but that's
fine.
That's different because it's not in the counterplay window. I understand what you're saying.
Exactly, yeah.
It's basically like a less responsive Bloodlust that doesn't have a counterplay window, and you get a 4k body with it, a 5k body with it. I like Bloodlust, but it is too powerful at 4.
It is very good, yeah.
I would maybe limit it to 2, but I know that Bandai don't like to limit.
Well.
Yeah, they don't like to do that, so I'm perfectly fine with it being at 1.
Yeah.
I'd rather it was at 1 than 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Cell, I will talk about this until the day I die, or until it gets returned, but I don't play Cell, and I hate playing against hand destruction, but by God, Cell was limited at the wrong end.
Yeah. My God.
They should have put the 7-drop at 1, and the 3 and the 5-drop as they were.
Something similar to what we were saying the other day. the what was it? Was it Kaioken?
Yeah.
Kaioken should have been an ultimate card.
Yeah.
So by that logic, other cards such as, like we say, the 7-drop cell should have been hit.
Yeah.
When it was limited, not the 3-drop.
They can't do that and say that, oh, you can do cell too early, and then not ban Gogeta or Kaioken.
Exactly.
They're exactly the same idea. In fact, Kaioken's a worse idea because you can look. Cell's
exactly.
like
it reveals.
Cell's like, I play Cell. Okay, you've gone down to 3 cards in hand. Yeah, I can get you down further, but I have no idea what those cards are in your hand.
Exactly.
Gogeta is, I'm gonna Gogeta you.
Good luck.
You're gonna go down to 3 cards in hand. Good luck. Kaioken is, I'm gonna pick all the best cards out of your hand and leave you in a position where you can't win.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's something you can do more than once.
Poor Cell.
Yeah, Cell's. I feel really sorry for Cell. I hope
Free
they bring
Cell.
him. Yeah, free Cell.
Free Cell.
Free Cell.
Good card again.
Yeah, I think that the future sets should. I've heard rumors of a Cell themed set coming out with similar to Clash of Fates.
Isn't there? There's a deck with a Cell shadow on it that everybody calls
Yeah.
Dispo, which that's a whole nother thing. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, obviously they look so similar. Cell
Yeah,
with
it
his
does.
black and green color scheme, and Dispo with his purple or pink bunny ears.
Right, it was a silhouette, wasn't it?
So
yeah,
I hope that they bring out like a 7 or an 8 drop that's just good, like an ultimate card that was Cell would be really nice.
that'd be quite interesting. Yeah.
But again, cards that should be on the limited list. We've already talked about Kaioken. I'm gonna say Gogeta as well, just because it's so unhealthy.
It's uninteractive. Yeah, definitely.
It shouldn't have deflect and barrier.
No, it shouldn't.
The only card that they've printed that kind of gets round Gogeta is Champ of the Trickster, but you shouldn't force players to play yellow if they want to beat a deck.
No.
Like, playing Champer against Gogeta is alright, and if you know that your opponent's running Gogeta, you can get your hand low. But with Kaioken hanging about, you can't get your hand low because you need the big hand. It's like a catch-22. You can't keep your hand too big because then you'll get Gogeta'd, but you can't keep your hand too low or you'll get Kaioken'd.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
And if it both happens on the same turn,
You're just stuffed.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'd put Gogeta and Kaioken on there. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Kaioken and probably Gogeta as well, to be honest. Off the top of my head, like we say, this is a very healthy meta, so there's no other cards that spring to mind where I think, oh my god, this is horrible.
Yeah, we're not living in the days of Super Shenron Storm or SS3 Storm.
No. All mecha shenanigans. I wasn't there for that.
Freezer Apes. I wasn't there for that either.
I looked at an old event the other day.
Yeah.
Oh my god. SS3 and mecha in the top 32, and that was it.
You're joking.
It's ridiculous. I'll try to find the event, but oh my god, it's horrible.
That sounds awful.
This one? Did that one? An appropriate timing for it. Here we go. Yeah, I think it's it's pretty similar. Oh, unhealthy. Like people who complain about the meta now, I'll send it to you on Discord. Complain about the meta now, but look at this. What is this?
I'll open this.
Pull it up.
Yeah. So give me a second, then we'll pop back. So when I clap my fingers.
Oh.
Hang on. That's where I'm gonna cut.
Yeah.
Thinks how spoopy this link goes to. Yeah, I want to go to there. Don't open it in Chrome.
Scroll down.
Wait. Okay. What the f...
it's even worse than I thought. Scroll down to the leader breakdown.
Oh my god.
People who complain that Janemba's a problem because people read the room when this used to be a thing. Ooh,
Who topped?
I was
So Mecha Apes was 1, 2. Mecha Veggies was 3, and 4 was Mecha Apes. So 4 of the 4 decks, the top 4 decks. In fact, 7 of the top 8 decks were Mecha Frieza.
Hey, if you go in 16 as well, I only see one more Goku. So there's 2
Jesus
Gokus.
Christ.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm never going to whinge about this meta ever again.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Right. On that rather depressing note, that's all we've got time for this week. I've been Janemba. This has been Tom.
Tom. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on YouTube.
Make sure to subscribe. If you've got anything you'd like us to go over in later episodes, make sure that you leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I feel like a twat when I say that.
It happens.
But this has been the 2-Star Podcast. We've had fun. Hope you have too. I'll see you next time.
See ya.
Okay, so I pressed recording and...